Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome. It's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday. It means that it's time for some Kong Builders. Kong Builders is very regular show, I would say. We're doing pretty good on the scheduling stuff. So the Kong Builders is the very regular show that happens on our Kong YouTube channel where I, your host, Viktor Gamov, and I'm talking to you about all sorts of things around cloud connectivity and Kong. And super exciting to be back. Every 2 weeks we have a Kong Builders. If you will notice, if you will following, if you will, where is it? If you subscribed to this YouTube channel, you would know that 1 week we have a Kong Builders, another week we have another show called Kongcast, which is something that me and Caitlin doing, and we interviewing some guests. So if you missed that for some reasons, just go check it out. It's also on the same YouTube channel, enable notification. You will get notified when the show will be out. All episodes available on our website and on your podcast terminals. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's make some noise in the comments where we're coming from. We streaming into multiple locations at the same time, thanks to cool technologies that allows us to do so. So if you're watching us on YouTube, make some noise in the comments. If you're watching us in the LinkedIn, make some noise in the comments on LinkedIn. And if you're watching us on Twitter, there's a, you will can tap it and you will get lots of hearts, likes, and stuff. Yeah, we're doing this for likes. So don't forget to like this video. So today, what are we going to be doing today? So it looks like all systems are go. We are doing just great. Do not forget, this is the at least I'm trying to. I want to make this interactive show. So I would really appreciate any feedback, conversation, because like I said, it's I said this in the past. Okay, I said this in the past. It's a little bit lonely sometimes when I'm talking to just a camera and don't know what is going on there. So yeah, that's why I'm asking you to make some noise in the comments. What else? So the show is highly inspired by some of the feedbacks and some of the things that I learn from people. So one of the things that I notice many people asking this in our internal chats, and there's some of the little bit confusion about the Kong Kubernetes. So that's why I decided to bring this like once and for all. But at least it will be available here in YouTube, so I can point people to this place. I'm going to break this down, the installation of Kong into Kubernetes. We'll see, depends on time. I would like to show you like what's the most correct and production ready approach. And we'll see how we can disable different features with this approach. And another thing that I also want to do is showing kind of like alternative approach with the Connect. So it depends on how we're going to be doing on time, and depends if we have enough questions here in a live stream. So for this, we're going to be using a couple things. So I will be switching to my screen, and now I notice that we don't see my camera for some reasons. Yep. Now we still we brought this camera back. So we're going to be talking about this guy. So installing Kong Ingress controller on Helm. So many of you already have seen me doing stuff like I'll just do something like this. So in this case, I will be using this bit.ly link to install Kong in Kubernetes. It's very fast and it's very straightforward. But let's take a look on where it points to. So if I will take this and get this to the browser, HTTP and we go into to Kubernetes conk for KS, and it gets us to this the longer version, the raw file that is available in GitHub. So it doesn't matter whatever I will show you right now. I will show you where you can find this. So if we go into this like a conk ingress project, and we're going into this one, and there's a folder called examples, and no, I'm lying, not examples. It should go to deploy. It goes to something like deploy, and you can find different manifests for for this shorthand, which is totally fine if you play around this. I showed this on the previous episodes how you can do this with the tools like a Minikube or Kind or Kind, and probably Kind. Still didn't get a feedback from the audience how you pronounce it, Kind or Kind. Probably Kind. Yeah. So, and the one of the things how you can customize it, you can copy this file, edit the values that you need to edit, and after that customize it. But here's the problem with that. So right now, like if I will just do L. So I'll take this file and I would say how I can boom 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 open this file in IntelliJ, and it takes me what, few thousand lines, yeah, 1,410 lines. So it's a huge file, and as you might imagine, this file is not written by hand. This file is actually generated from the Helm chart. So this file includes some of the same defaults that allows you quickly to spin up conk ingress controller, conk, and some CRDs that come in with. But this is not super suitable for running in production. So that's why today we're going to be talking about how we do step back, and instead of using this file, we're going to be using conk Helm. And there's a GitHub repo, conk/charts, where you can find the Helm charts for conk for this like Kubernetes stuff, specifically this guy. And we're going to be like, we'll just do typical installation. After that, we'll see how we enable and disable different components, and we'll try to connect this to connect. I did this in the past. There was a live stream back in the day, like a couple months ago, like maybe 3-4 months, 5 maybe, where I was bringing the connect and configure this. But at that time, I just skimmed through it. Today, I want to spend a little bit more time explaining like why and how it is possible. So we start with the simple thing is that so first thing that you need to do is to add conk repository with the charts. So if you go into this directory, it's the Helm chart repository. You can find all these Helm charts in this repository, and now you will be able to do installation. So if you do Helm, so let's see what kind of commands we have. Can I have? So I do have a conk, and let me see if I can do repo. Can I see? Can I see what kind of charts I have there? It's interesting. Let's see. Helm charts in repo list. Let's see how we can do this. That's a search. Yeah, repo list. And can we see all the charts update? So list repositories. how can I see a list of charts? Helm list releases. It's not how I can see all the possible charts. If you know this, you can always help me in the comments. Helm list of charts in repo list under Helm repo. Okay, Helm search. Okay, I can do Helm search conc, and what I can do, repo, repo, and yeah, that's what I have. So I have charts in this particular repo. We're going to be using this one. Now the idea is to get the customization somehow. So basically, if you can do some stuff like Helm install conc / conc, and you will be able to do stuff like where is it? So first we will go in with the name of release. We're going to call it conc, and specify namespace. Okay, namespace. Create namespace conc, and after that I can do Helm install namespace conc. Release name also going to be conc, and it's going to be conc / conc. Too many concs, right? So that's how you will install, and let's see if we have this namespace. Inside this namespace we will see some stuff is going on. So that's how you would do generally, and let's see if this installation actually works for us. So we'll see if we have services that we need to install. We're waiting for external IP to be ready in order to start interrogating this the system. This is how you will install. It's also very much similar to the thing that you would get with the short link. Let's see if we'll get the external IP address sometime soon. Let's see if the yeah. So we get this. If I'll just do HTTP, what's the 35.185 12.123. So that's our 5 words that every system administrator wants to hear. No route matched to those values, means that conc is up and running, so we're good to go. Now, how are we gonna do the customization? For customization, Helm essentially it is a tool that provides the ways how you customize your releases by using templating. And in order to do so, there's some templates and there's some values in those templates. So if you will see, if I will run something like, let's do this one, Helm show, and it can show you everything and can show you values from particular release, and we're going to be using this to values default YAML. So we go in here, and this is what we get. So that's the values that we got from this installation. That we can start doing some of the customizations. So let me do a bigger font a little bit, and we're going into editor appearance, font editor. We're gonna do 32. Let's make it bigger. So, and there's a couple things. Let me show the outline here. So structure. There's many things here that are available to you to use. There's plenty of things. We're gonna be customizing some of the things. So first of all, I would be interested how I can enable admin port. So admin port used to configure this. There's multiple ways how we can configure this conc installation. So you can do this with CRDs. So in this case, if you go and do and minus and I'll just do something like grep conk. There's a bunch of CRDs that were installed. It also was installed together with the Helm charts. All the CRDs can be used to work with conk. That's one of the ways how you can configure. You can either use standard ingress, which is Kubernetes way how you can configure HTTP services and how the traffic can go in. You can configure TCP and UDP ingress. I did a video about UDP ingress and how it works. If you have a service that runs inside Kubernetes and requires access to UDP, you can always check this. It's in if we go into demo scene. Oops, wrong one. You can find a demo of conk UDP ingress here. So this is the guy, and you can see there is a special type of CRD custom resource that that we use to define the external access. So in order to do this, there's some of the manipulation of this. But there's another tool. There's admin API that are available to you to do external access. So let's see. We can enable this. We can enable the admin API and see if we can do something like this. So we're gonna do enable. Okay, so this file is also big. Let me show you this one. So this file is also big because it includes all configurations that are available to you, what you can configure and things like that. So it's not helping us much. It's just like 100 lines. So that's why I usually recommend people to create their own file and just like override only things that you will be interested in. So in this case, we're gonna copy this admin section, and we will try to work with this admin section, and if we will be able to enable some stuff here. So we want to enable it true. We're gonna be using this. Let's see if I enable this as a load balancer. So it should allows me to access to this admin API externally, and I'll enable true. It's TLS, and let's see if I will be able to. It's ingress. Okay, so ingress class name. We're not going to touch this one yet, so it allows to create the conk ingress for this admin API, and let's see. Okay, so let's keep this node port, and if we will be able to use this one. So I'll just do Helm upgrade. So in this case, I'm upgrading this with some particular values. Upgrade, and with this, it's going to be release conk in the namespace, and -f will specify the values file. So let's see if we will be able to do some stuff. Okay, now we're getting the admin port available here, and when I do Helm list and conk, we will see that it happens the second time. So first time we install this, and after that we'll run upgrade. So in this case, revision of this Helm chart become 2. I don't see any comments yet. Okay, so the admin API. So I'm wondering what will happen if I will specify here load balancer. So and I will run the upgrades. Well, it allows me to use. Okay, cool. So the external IP would be created. Let me fire up some insomnia so we can start interrogating this the Kong admin API and see if we able to connect. So usually, you don't want to just realize that my insomnia maybe not be ready for this one. So I usually, when I migrate to new computer, I will be moving some of the settings, but I didn't. Let's call it Kong Builders. So start from scratch. Kong Builders, and so we're gonna do new request. My request will say admin API create. So we're gonna be using this external IP for our admin API. And the port 8081. Okay, now, so let's go and customize the insomnia right away. So we get something like one light, and our size of interface would be a little bit bigger, and our editor font will have 32, and we're going to be using my Fira code. And here we go. So here we go. All right, so JetBrains mono. No? Okay, so need to check the if the fonts are okay, cool. At least it works like this. Okay, so we got the response from the admin API, and we can do something like what do we have? Hey, wait, timeout was reached. So we do stuff like okay, so we have a configuration. All these things are available here, so we can do some funny stuff. So let's enable, or like, let's see services. Can I get the services? Okay, no services. Where's my services? Routes. Ah, okay. When I do something like so some services that already pre-configured for here. So let's create something that that we have. For example, boom, boom, boom. I do have some of the demo. Yeah, my quote service. Let's do this one, and we will be able to do this. If I go into demo scene, cd quote service, and I'll just do cd Kubernetes. I'll just do open this folder here, show you what we got. We're gonna deploy back to future, and for this deployment, what I need to do, where's my image? Reactive quote service. I will just do latest. Let's see if this works. So with this, I just do let's see if my ingress also here. Ingress is here. Let's see if it works. So now, if I hit the admin API, now I do have another service that was created. So in this case, I do have a service that will be exposed to my Back to Future Back to Future application. So if I would do something like I'll just do so let's do this one. Let's do with the insomnia new request. Back to Future. So with this, we know this is the external address that is available here. So we're doing HTTP, and we're hitting here. We're getting no request, which is good. So we do header. We do header host. And this value is gonna be what? Ingress. So this is my host. Okay, so it works. Who would thought? The idea here is to see that my deployment has actually worked and not everything is bad. So like when I interrogate this through my admin API, so we see that the service was provisioned. So the admin API also enabled. So the things that we can do with the things that you can do with this with admin API, like you can go and check documentation and you can enable different plugins through this. Now, so there's another kind of like a things that you can configure in these configurations. You can enable, say, like UDP proxy, UDP ingress. You can configure some of the readiness and the liveness probes and things like that. So you will be able to do this type of stuff. So now, next thing is that let's see if we will be able to change this installation for something that allows us to connect this to connect, which is external the service. Oh, no. Let's see if we can do if we enable a Kong manager. If we enable enterprise enabled, where's the Kong manager? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do this, and we put this into our admin. We will enable our manager service. So let's do this one. Enabled, and we put this. Let me check the first. So in order to Kong Manager to work, I need to make sure that I'm using a correct image for this. So if I go to pods, and in this case, it uses open source image, as far as I can tell, from the point what I understand. So we also let's modify this. So I'm going to default and go into deployment, and we need to find yeah. So that image that we need to modify. So let's do this one. Is it image or it's a part of deployment? So, and deployment, we have a Kong, or no, and it's a different one. Environment, image, yeah, image, yeah. There's the top level. So we will take this into values, page up. So repository, in this case, we're going to be using the gateway. So in this case, we're going to be using Conk Manager is available for free, but we need to use the Conk Manager Conk Gateway image. So we're going to be doing this, and this also should work. And now, if I will just do, I will go in back to Conk Builders, and I just do Helm upgrade. Let's see if we will be able to run this, and our installation will still continue to work. Let's see. Okay, so Mahesh is asking how to secure API in Conk. That's a rather big question that has multiple things. So there's different the ways how you can do that. You can enable like key off that allows you to secure this in a very rudimentary way. You can enable OIDC plugin, which is very powerful, that allows you to integrate Conk with many systems that provide you OpenID Connect type of protocol. I am currently working on some of the new content in regards to integration with Okta specifically, so stay tuned for this content. It's gonna be pretty cool. Now, so yeah, hopefully it makes sense. But you always can go into documentations. If you go to and you can find what exactly you want to do with this. So, for example, secure your service using authentication. Okay, how we can? Good question. How we can secure the admin API and manager. So there's multiple ways how you can do this. Again, you can enable security on top of these things with the same. You basically expose this outside world through ingress. And protect this ingress with whatever Conk plugin is available. So Conk will serve you as your ingress controller. You enable access to this admin API, and you put the all possible authentication things that are available. If I go here, so essentially securing the service, that's the bread and butter that Conk can do. All these things are available. So that's actually a good question. So let's table it for now. I will maybe show it next time, which is something that I like to do, is getting feedback from the audience and learn how I can do this type of stuff. So let's table this question for next time. I appreciate this feedback, Mahesh and Sachin. Let's see if my installation is up and running. Now we're using the right image. Let's see if my Conk is still working. So admin API is still up. My API is still working, which is fantastic. So Sachin, this is the a little bit encouragement for you to join the next time, where I will be breaking this down. So that's that's pretty cool. So yeah, that works. We updated image for this, and I'll just do Helm list. Now we have a revision 4. So first we started with clean installation. After that we enabled admin API. We installed the load balancer for admin API, and now we also enabled different image for Conk. So in this case, let's see, namespace Conk, and we'll just do, let's see what kind of services we have. Service. So we do have a Conk admin and Conk proxy. So let's enable Conk manager then as well. So Conk manager should be enabled. Why it's not enabled? So let's enable this. Enable true. Okay, so let's see, minus page up, minus, so we don't need this. Let's see why this conk manager is not up. It's supposed to be here. Maybe let's do false. Try to turn on, turn off, right? Maybe it was because the image was not, so I will go and enable. Let's see if it will enable conk manager here as well. That's weird. So let's see why it's not picking up. Okay, so there should be service for this because in this case the key get services namespace conk. Yeah, it's only 2 for some reasons. There should be another one. Let's see how we can do this. The good way to investigate this is to look up in conk charts, and let's see if we can do. Okay, call enterprise manager portal. To disable it, okay, should be service enable. Okay, that should be available. Let's see. Yes, so we already did that. We configured this one. Let's see. Okay, so we will see here. So we need to set the that's something env values location of each service. Okay, so let's explore env location. So we will be able to use env, and one of the things that we need to use for env here is that admin API URL. So in this case, our admin API URL will be, that's our admin API. Okay, so we go in HTTP, and let's see manager. Let's do load balancer. We'll create another one. Let's see if this will work. Hopefully it will. Let's see if we will see another. Okay, so let's see pods. Okay. So that's the crash loop backoff. Why is that? Okay, so filters because admin API doesn't support tags. Okay, that's interesting. That's what is running. That's gateway. Is running. Ingress controller is running. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? So they failing for some reason. Fail it. No was found. Boom, boom, boom. That's weird. Okay, let's see. Okay, so something is wrong. No plugin or cluster was found, which is weird because it's the that's weird because those plugins are CRDs are available here. I think the problem might be here is let's see if the service still working. So if I can get It still works, and admin API still works. So all the things are working right now. But what was the problem? Why failed to fetch plugin? Maybe there's some RBAC rules that I didn't specify. Service name, HTTPD service, Nginx service. Okay. Maybe there's some leftovers from my previous experiments. So key get service for, oh no, not service, ingress. And yeah, so I just do and I will just do, yep, some of the experiments from the past, abstracting my okay, and I'll just do service. I will just do okay, this guy, and yeah. No, CRDs are get CRDs. CRDs are here. So those are CRDs that we have here. So it's something. Let's see if I will be able to see this. We're going into ingress controller, failed to fetch, rate for tier. Okay, so again, those are leftovers again. So okay, delete Kong plugin. Let's see, let's list first the plugins. So make sure when you're showing the live demo, you don't have any leftovers from your previous runs. So let's see. Can I do this with here? And namespace default. In the default namespace, I can do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when you're using your demo, make sure you are not doing this stuff. Yeah, because I'm using this plugin here. So I apologize for that. Rate free tier. So in this case, it's just leftovers. Okay, so -d, we're going into quote service. I'll just do conf back to future. It will update my ingress, and now I will be able to. I will be able to fix this. Okay, we're going in. We're doing ingress controller. It should go away. Plugin plugin name rate free tier. So I don't see any new warnings from the last minute. So hopefully it will work. So let's see. Services. My admin, the Kong manager still not up. I'm wondering if there's something else that I need to do. Let's see if application is up and running. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we killed that. It still works. Why admin API doesn't show me? Yeah, it shows me only back to future, but there was some other things. Yeah. Okay. So that was leftover. That leftovers from my previous run. I'm sorry. Yeah, so in this case, we should be good for now. So let's investigate why the Kong manager is not working. I believe that Kong admin URL also will make some of the sense here. So we will go here, something like this. Let's do default values. So port, what's the what we're hitting with the insomnia? This one. Yep, the port, this one. Let's put this temporarily because we need to have this service provisioned IP address for us. Oh, okay. We're going back to this one. Let's do upgrade. Let's see. We're going into pod. And in gateway, let's see in the gateway if we have this thing enabled for, okay. It's plugins, so the bunch of plugins are enabled, not enabled, but at least loaded. So we'll be able to use it. Okay, so let's interrogate the conch port conch gateway and see what kind of ports it exposes. Okay, okay, so that's that was a restart. Okay, so no warnings here. Restart was clean. No warnings here. So let's see. Let's see if the service is now still not here. Why it is not enabled? Maybe another problem. Maybe here. Maybe I'm missing something with YAML. Usually it happens with the with YAML. Okay, so let's take a look. Maybe we have configuration, conch parameters, conch enterprise parameters. I was wondering if I need to enable enterprise. Yeah, I think it should be set enterprise enabled to true, I think. Let's see. Even though there would be no license, but enterprise feature needs to be enabled. So let's see if this enterprise. Yeah, okay. We will enable this. Okay, let's enable this and see what will work. Enable true. Okay. Let's see if it triggers some of the interesting logic. Here we go. Here we go. Now it also enabled with this, with this. Let's see if we will get the external IP address. So in this case, I need to change this external. Yeah, here we go. We have an external IP address. So if I will go in site insomnia and create a new request. And we'll put this. And we'll go into 8082. Okay. We get something. Okay. Let's see what is going on there. So we received that. Preview. I know might be the problem. So let's put the correct IP address here. So that's admin GUI. That's what we want. And port. Okay. And run run the upgrade. And for this, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's up and running. It's disabled vitals. Let's see if we have if it actually works. So I will go and send repeat on interval every 2 seconds. Start seeing. Okay, works. Let's see. Let's enable vitals as well. We're going into enable enterprise features. Oh, they enabled by default for some reasons. But here they are. No. The vitals enabled by default, so they are enabled true. Boom, boom, boom. Why I'm not seeing this? Let's see. Where's my? I'm wondering why it is not showing me any. Okay, so it was some default. Okay, so now we're getting back. We're getting into something. The API services. That's my service that we're hitting. We're hitting routes. No consumers, no plugins, and I don't see why it's not showing me total number of requests, because right now clearly we're getting something. So in this case, it uses default namespace at service. It sees it's enabled, and we're hitting this. Everything is cool. Consumers, plugins, upstream. Yeah, so looks like it's working. Let's see. Maybe I'm missing something with this. Maybe vitals are not actually enabled here. So let's see how we can do that. Enabled, and we're not doing anything else. Let's see what is here. Manager, portal IP. We're not doing anything with portal IP. Enable false, enabled. Let's see. It's not contradictory though. I think it's just the matter of. Yeah. Let's see what could happen, right? Okay. So great failed executing deployment. Something I messed up somewhere. Upgrade failed, template, deployment YAML executing from deployment error calling include. Template excluding Kong, executing at values enterprise vitals enabled. Can't evaluate field enabled in type of interface. Okay. Vitals enable something like this. Yeah, I think that's the correct syntax. Okay, so hopefully the vitals will be available now, and we will see some of the data that coming in. Also, make sure that we're still getting the response. We're getting all good. Everything is working fine. Response are from the services, and vitals are disabled. Okay, so I think at some point we're already somewhere here, somewhere close. That's kind of like will sums up something for today. And there will be something that we will pick up for the next time. So with the where is it? Hide the comments. Yeah. So with this test today, so we actually did some of the important things. We established the foundation. Now we know that we can install Kong with Helm. So we will figure out the vital story, and we'll figure out the security story next time. And also we will look how we can enable the kind of like hybrid mode, where we will decentralize the configuration from our data plane. So we're going to look at the how to enable this with the Kong Connect. So let me you always can find recordings, you can always find the source code and things that I was playing in our repository. If you go into Kong GitHub, you can find this demo scene repository, where I put all the stuff from the Kong builders. There will be a folder that will include some of the files from today session. I will put some of the I will put some README here. So I'll do some file. We will do this README file. I will put this here. I will explain what we did and what we observed. You can play around with this at your spare time. And do not forget to hit me up with some questions in Twitter. My Twitter was mentioned is somewhere here. Yeah, that's my Twitter. You can always send me a message and ask about some of the things that I'm doing on Kong builders. I would love to break some of the questions and break this down here. Again, this is not scripted show. This is something that I'm doing to learn some of the stuff, learn from the questions that I'm getting from people, and again, maybe entertain you for a couple minutes. Give me thumbs up if you like this video, or provide some feedback what you want to see in the future. With this, my name is Viktor Gamov, and as always, have a nice day. Take care, folks.